Welcome to WesternSlopeNow.com. Meteorologist Russ Pappas here. It is Thursday, November the 18th, 2021. This first look at your forecast, sponsored by Discovery Auto Group. Hazardous weather, not much. We do have red flag warnings on the Front Range. That is affecting a couple of those wildfires. Denver, Colorado Springs, and even into the mountains west of the Rampart Range, they're dealing with some high wind and very dry conditions. In fact, we had very dry conditions this morning. Very dry and very cold. We don't have hazardous weather. What we do have occurring is a partial lunar eclipse. Here's the thing. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, though not much of an opportunity for the Western Slope. This is a once-in-a-lifetime viewing, is what I should say, because with this near total lunar eclipse, which totality is going to happen at 2 a.m., unfortunately, we're going to be clouded in. That's the bad news. I had hoped that we would hold off these clouds for 12 hours and we'd get this viewing. The only reason it's rare is because this total lunar eclipse, or this near total eclipse, about 97% of the moon is going to be covered up by the Earth's shadow. That leaves just 3%, a sliver of the moon. It's going to have a blood full moon attached to it. That is the sun casting over the earth casting its shadow onto the moon. The only colors that are going to make it to the moon will be the oranges and the reds, a scattering effect. And you'll see that at sunrise and sunset, and you could see it with this eclipse. The reason why this is so rare, it's about 104 minutes in length. Now, the overall, from start to finish, is 6 hours, but the eclipse itself, the eclipse begins at 12:18 Friday morning. The eclipse ends at 3:47 Friday morning, totality at 2:02. That's about 104 minutes. That's a very long eclipse. Last time we had one of these long eclipses was 1440 AD. The next time we're going to have another one of these long duration eclipses will be 2669. So there is the once in a lifetime opportunity. We're not going to see it. You could get onto a couple of YouTube sites to see it, like, for example, Lowell Observatory. They would be sharing that on their YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed about the clouds. I know you are too, so let's move forward. Thanksgiving's just 7 days away. Hanukkah's just 10 days away. The winter solstice, one of my favorite times of the year, 33 days away. Now, all this added cloud coverage, not fun. You could see we had clear skies most of the day today. I got myself a sunburn, a little bit of a, not much of a burn, but some color on my face, working outside in the garden. Temperatures right now just before 4 o'clock in the near 50-degree range. Highs today, it's pretty safe to say we've achieved the highs. The sun goes down at 4:57, depends on where you are, but we're about an hour away from that. Wind speed's not much, less than 10 miles per hour. Top wind gusts, not much for us, 15 at Grand Junction, give or take. The stronger winds, again, experienced just in some of the central mountain zones and especially along the foothills and to the front, or I should say east of the divide. That creates problems for the wildfires. Lows this morning, we talked about it. You heard it first from your storm team. Chilly. We're supposed to be 27 at Grand Junction, 25 at Montrose. With the cloud coverage tonight, there's going to be just a little bit of improvement, particularly around Montrose. That's a significant improvement, but still a cold start. And a cool afternoon. We're going to see improvements tomorrow. We're also going to have partly cloudy skies kind of racing around. A little bit of sunshine, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the mid and upper 50s, low 60s. We're supposed to be 51 at Grand Junction this time of the year. We're supposed to be 50 at Montrose this time of the year. I hate to rub it in, but here it is. Cloud coverage building in. Now, this is coming in ahead of another system. Again, the system's passing us by. We're on the southern edge of it. We get dry conditions and increased cloud coverage. So we won't be able to see that near total lunar eclipse early Friday morning. Getting throughout the day, Friday, mostly cloudy skies. We'll get some clearing, but not much. And again, this is all ahead of our next system, which is further north in the latitudes. It will put some snow in the mountains, though. Northern mountain zones will pick up a little bit of snow. Of course, this will end just after Saturday as this system eventually swings through. Cold front will lower our temperatures a little bit Saturday afternoon, not by much, certainly not a chill or a cool down. but you'll see it reflected in the extended forecast as just a subtle drop in the temperatures. Mountain zones, mostly in the north, but the central will pick up some snow, mostly on Saturday for the central mountains. Northern mountains are reserved for the Friday and the Saturday period. So a little bit of snow adds up. I don't think we'll get some winter weather advisories out of this. As far as total accumulations go through Saturday, you could see Saturday afternoon highlighted in pink. That's almost a foot at Rabbit Ears Pass. Half a foot for some of the resorts that are open and plan on opening soon. So that's good. Little bit for the Grand Mesa. That's great, actually, for cross-country. The Nordic Ski Council, it's great for them. They have their equipment up there. They're laying track and they're grooming trails, so more snow is helpful. Us, however, in the lower elevations are going to go with dry conditions. Temperature improvements, well, I've been calling it mid-50s for quite some time. I do have some good news to share. Thanksgiving week, we were looking at forecast models. Not a lot of confidence in a storm system coming through, but that is starting to change. We're starting to see some signatures of that cutoff low pressure system in the desert southwest and that Pacific Northwest cold front swinging through at the same time. Now, not everyone is on board, but we're starting to get increases. Not only are we getting increases in clouds and decreases in temperatures, colder, significantly colder for Thanksgiving, but we're also starting to see moisture opportunities on the increase. You can see that reflected in Montrose the day before Thanksgiving. So mountain zones will be picking up snow. Classic Thanksgiving for the ski resorts. They love snow for Thanksgiving break. Cha-ching. So as far as high temperatures go, Montrose, you're supposed to be 50, and we'll just barely nudge that on Sunday as a result of that cold front coming through, as a result of that cloud maker tonight and snow maker for those select mountain zones for the next 2 days. We'll get a little bit of a warm-up for the start of next week, but all eyes are going to be focusing on that Thanksgiving storm system. Timing is going to be everything. We could push it to Thanksgiving. We could totally dry it out and eliminate it altogether. But as we get into the start of this weekend, we'll start to see a lot more information, a lot more data coming through to fine-tune that forecast. Now, that creates problems for travelers. So if you plan on driving up and over the mountain passes, regardless, you should expect winter travel, and that means delays.